So it's important to bring up, too, that during this time, the cliche in the Pentagon among the Joint Staff, who are the most important policy planners for the Pentagon, they had a cliche that said, terrorism is a small price to pay for being a superpower, right? What are they going to do? They're going to set off a truck bomb here or there. They're going to kill a few hundred people here or there. Look at the African embassies. It's mostly Africans who died. And so I don't think that they thought that losing a couple of towers full of a couple of thousand people would be a small price to pay. I think they weren't not imagining that level of consequence. But after all, they did have to hijack our airliners to have something to crash into anything. We are talking about a stateless group of essentially penniless bandits, right? Who have millions of dollars, not billions, much less trillions, right? These were criminals, right? Outlaws, terrorists. So they had no ability to truly bring us down. They had to, and of course, the analogy to Pearl Harbor is perfect because 3,000 people died in a sneak attack. What more do you need to know? And I kind of like to harp on this, not that I ever really studied psychology more than a couple semesters in junior college, but it seems probably meaningful, right? That in the images, the planes literally come out of the clear blue sky, right? And so, geez, I guess I don't know what's behind this. Someone explain it. It's just like tabula rasa, man. Go ahead and let me know what I'm supposed to think about this. I'm shocked and I'm completely surprised. Said, of course, people who knew a lot about this were very worried about it, of course. But for the average American, and this is the meaning of the term blowback, by the way, as Chalmers Johnson explained, and it was coined in Donald Wilbur, who was a CIA historian, in his after-action report about the coup in Iran. He said, CIA officers are going to have to be very careful about blowback coming down the line from operations like this. And then, as Johnson explained, what it really meant was not just consequences, because you can just have a funny term for consequences, but blowback meant the long-term consequences of secret foreign policies.